Welcome back to Protect Your Peace. I am your gracious host, LT, and this week we're going to be discussing a few things that are a no-brainer for me. And trust me, they're all relative to PYP. Stay tuned.
Protect your peace. Repeat after me. Singing no, 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 saying protect your peace. PYP. PYP. PYP.
So I'm going to start with my lengthiest no-brainer. I'm going to start with something that's very sensitive, very delicate to many people, and is most definitely a controversial subject. And I'm going to say, stop expecting a system that profits off your pain to protect you. It's an oxymoron if there ever was one. The modern world that we're living in can make you mentally ill if you allow it. You have to do your best to protect your peace. Yeah, I get it. I know that you want to scream from the mountaintops, that you want to go burn everything down. I'm all with the shits. I'm with it. But I know that there's a time and place, and while you're doing so, you have to take a few strategies with you in this training that I keep referring to protect your peace, because you can go mentally insane, especially as a person of color today. You can drive yourself up the wall, and that's the bottom line. The system that profits off your pain is not meant to protect you. That's it, and that's all. You gotta stop thinking anything other than and doing what's best for you and people that look like you. That's what's the next move. Somehow, powerful people have convinced society that racial segregation is over. Why? Because we had a black president. Because we have been more visible than we were in the past 100 years. I get it. But we are still fighting a war, a very present moral war, and you can't appeal to people who have no moral compass. You cannot. It's like talking to a brick wall. It also comes down to who you see portrayed in the media. Who are the thugs? Who are the terrorists? And why is that never a person of a white male interest? Why is it never that person? You think that they can't control what images you see? They can control them. You have to learn to control yourself. You have to remember your training. And if you don't have some, you've got to get some. It's not going to start here with PYP. You just got to take it back. You got to pick up some literature and get yourself way more informed on why these things are happening. Because there's a very systematic reason for that. Don't drive yourself crazy. I mean, how much blood spilled over 400 years is enough to declare that we are at war, that we are not safe, that our skin is an implication for their hate? How much? What else is it going to take? How many mothers are going to have to cry on TV about the loss of their sons or their daughters? What is it going to take for us to realize that it has to start with us? I say, let's focus on building up our communities. That's where we best serve. And I know a lot of the ways that we need to get ahead relies on the systems that they have in place, but we've been doing this since the beginning of time. We have been taking the back door to success, and we have been winning. Don't let the media fool you. There are a lot of us winning and getting ahead. You see a lot of grief, but they want you to stay stigmatized. You have to free yourself and go be black girl magic. Go be black boy jewel all over this world. You have to do that. It is imperative every day that you show up with that crown, no matter what. No matter what. Quote unquote, the most educated, Ivy League graduated, sitting at round tables strategically planning this, that, and the third. They could track your daughter there. They can trace you here. They can make COVID testing for this, but they can't figure out how to stop cops from killing unarmed black people. They can't figure out how to stop white people from going on killing sprees for sport. Don't believe the hype. They know what they're doing. They know very well what they're doing, and they're trying to drive us fucking crazy. We are the seeds that they try to bury, and guess what? We keep on growing. We keep on blooming beautifully, and that's all I want for my black people. Brown people too, I want you to win. I want you to succeed. I mean that wholeheartedly. I say that within the depths of me. I want us to win. But you gotta focus on yourself and stop expecting a government that was designed, it was literally and figuratively designed to keep poor, not even poor, just brown people down. Black and brown people down. They don't want to see us win. I can spend forever on this subject, but the truth of the matter is I'm heavy on the PYP and BBB, and that's brown blooming beautifully. If they wanted to do something about everything, the madness, the brutality that was going on in the world, they would have. End of story. And now I'm going to navigate from politics because peace doesn't die. Worthiness. Stop acting like you're not worthy of all the abundance that life has to offer. If you knew better, trust me, I know you do better. Today is a good day to start. Today is a great day to start. I can't stress the importance of manifesting the life you want to live because it's out there. Anything that you want, you can go get it. You can manifest it. Everything in my life to date, I have manifested the F out of it. Okay? I have manifested the F out of my life, and I am a product of like manifestation. So I can only confess and bring to you the truth in the matter of doing so. I'm telling you, manifest the life you want. If you want it, claim it. Claim it. There's nothing stopping you from getting it. There's nothing stopping you from getting your blessings and living. Think that just because these people are look a certain way that they're entitled to it, you are entitled to it too. As long as your heart is beating and your willpower and you have willpower, you can get anything you want out of this life. Manifest it. If you heavy on the drama, you heavy on the chaos and mayhem, it will follow you at your every step. These things in your life are not happening for no reason. They're happening because of a chain reaction. You do something, something's going to happen. Action, reaction. So act in the manner that you want. If you want a particular thing, work towards that. Don't go this way if you want that. That's not how the abundance and manifesting works. That's not how it works. Alter your perspective on life and what you want out of it. Claim it. Ask for whatever you want, that promotion, that raise, that job offer, whatever it is, the new apartment. What's the worst that somebody's going to tell you? No? And what's that going to do besides motivate you to go harder? I know. Get to it. Go get your blessings and manifest the life that you want. You can shake your ways if you want to. You just have to want to. And wanting to is inclusive of doing the work. Unlearn and relearn. It's a really uncomfortable phase, but I promise you, if you get on your board, if you get on your phone and you start writing down pros and cons of things that you want out of life, you have to work. There's no shortage despite what society will convey to you. What you want is there for you and it's waiting for you. You just have to claim. You have not because you ask not. Go get your blessings. And number 3, I'm gonna make it short and sweet. One of my most favorite Toni Morrison quotes is, if you want to fly, you have to give up the shit that weighs you down. And sometimes y'all be carrying around baggage like bag lady. That's not going to get you what you need. Let it go. L-I-G it. Say it with me, people. Let it go. You activate what's best for your mental health when you live by doing things that are best for you. When you are freely going about your day without the weight of the world on your shoulders. Let it go. If it doesn't serve you, if it's not beneficial or profitable, don't do it. Let it go. I don't care who it is, mother, father, friend, or foe, it's got to go. I have this saying, and I know if you know me personally, you've heard me say it. 1, 2, 3, over it. I do not carry around people with me for too long. I don't. It stinks. You have to unlearn and relearn behaviors. Stop doing things and socializing with people who don't serve you any purpose. I don't care who that is. I was just telling my own mother today about a relative of mine. I don't care who it is. If you are causing me grief, if you are not bringing peace, you gotta go. And if it bothered me, I spoke up on it like I told you on point number 1 last week, and I let it go. I let it go because life is so short to be carrying around a bunch of grief and baggage from other people's problems. And that's what happens. A lot of people you meet haven't dealt with these things, so they want to pass on their toxic and baggage to you. I know that I'm not here to suffer, and I know that anything life has presented to me is to teach me a lesson and nothing further. You know, I am connected to everything and attached to nothing. I know some things just don't last, and that's why I have no problem, 1, 2, 3, letting it go. It's just some things are just not meant to be forever in your life. Some people are not meant to be forever in your life. Learn to let people go. If they're not making you feel good, loved, and appreciated, let them go. Their time is now up. It has expired in your life, and it's okay. Because you know what? When you clear up your baggage, you make room for more blessings in your life. Baggage your blessings. Baggage your blessings. You be the judge. So my fourth no-brainer, I know it's something that we have all heard before, and I'm going to tell it to you again. If it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. Personally, I've never been one to spend ridiculous amount of money on meaningless items, and I'm damn sure not about to spend my valuable and precious times in situations that don't serve me with people that are unhappy or make me unhappy. I'm not going to do it out of the sake of love, out of the sake of liking you, out of the sake of our long relationship, being your friend or whatever it is. If it doesn't serve me any interest, I'm not going to do it. If it costs me my peace, it's too much for me to be paying. I'm very frugal. That we all have an ability to live a long, fruitful life. And that comes with being peaceful and being productive in your daily habits and those who you interact with. I mean, down to your work. And I'm not talking about work that's just serving one person. The work has to be mutual and serving the both of you. And I know a lot of the times we are not in those situations, but just be mindful about that. When you're working and it's not serving you any purpose, but it's only benefiting one other purpose, it doesn't work. It costs you your peace. It's too expensive. You know, shout out to my sis who just left the job after 20 years because it took, like I said, it takes time for you to get there and realize like you're worth more, that you deserve more. So shout out to all the people who have been in situations and figured out, you know what, today's a good day to look out for me. I salute you and I commend you, and I love to hear stories like that. I love to hear it because guess what? You're going to find your way out. And when you let go of things that don't serve you, you make space for things that are for you, especially as we are evolving beings. Things in our life that we were doing 20 years ago should not look very similar to the things that we are doing in present day. I mean, just thinking about that and verbalizing it doesn't make any sense. When you practice daily peaceful habits into your life, however that looks to you, is when you best honor the time that has been given to you. And I think that time will be elongated when you know how to focus and appreciate the time and make the best of it with the best people. That's what life is about, making the best of your situation with the best people that feel good to you. I believe that, and that is my fifth no-brainer. Be yourself. Be who you are. I'm LT. I love to be LT. I'm going to show up as LT every day, always, in every way. Right? So I get the younger version of you idolizing celebrities, but the older versions I see on Instagram idolizing these celebrities is wiggity whack, very ghetto. I don't recommend it. Love the person that you are, however that looks to you, and if you want better, then do better. It's just that simple. But idolizing celebrities, being like other people, it's really trash. It's really a trash move, and I don't recommend that you do that. Seriously, be yourself and be comfortable. And I was scrolling on Instagram not too long ago, and I saw a quote that said, God, I'm chopping it up totally, but it said, God saw the need for the bird, the bees, the trees, and you. I mean, how fire is that? Like, is it hard to conceive that God has purposely placed you here in this moment, in this lifetime for a reason? You, yes, you. Why be like anybody else when God wants you to be the best version of you? I say go do that, be that, sell that, love that. Everything that encompasses what you are. Embrace what makes you you, because if you don't, how can other people get to know the real you? And I'm not talking about just with beating your face. Like, how can they get to know the real you if you're stuck in this facade? Be authentic in who you are. Be your authentic self every day. People will adjust. I believe that wholeheartedly. The world will adjust. I remember all the things that I was shown and taught by family members, bullied in school, society, who said that my skin color wasn't good enough, that I was too loud, that I talked like a white girl, whatever it was. I embrace the F out of all those things today. None of those things sound bad to me. You're not going to make me feel bad about anything that is me. Anything that looks like me, that feels like me, that smells like me, it's LT. You're going to get that. That's why I'm here. I hope you feel that coming through your screen, that you're getting the authentic version of LT, because that's what I'm going to be bringing you every week. Because why not? I don't want to be like anybody else, and I don't want you to look anything that has told you that you shouldn't be yourself. Feel, deal, heal through it. Learn to love yourself and all the flaws that make you you. It's pardon me, it's more than okay. It's more than okay to just be yourself and love yourself. I don't carry malice or hate for anyone that has wronged me. I just don't mess with them. It's that simple. I don't mess with them. Because I'm myself, and if you don't allow me to be myself, and if you don't like the way I show up, then I can't mess with you. You're cool. I just don't mess with you. Houston's words couldn't be truer. I mean, the song "The Greatest Love of All" is like my life anthem. I sung that song in my kindergarten graduation, and today that is my life anthem. Like, I'm not going to sing her words, I'm not going to chop and disrespect Mother like that. I won't do it. But I'm going to tell you, like, those words are very true. Find the greatest love within yourself and blow it up. Final no-brainer is peace. And peace is an acronym for positive energy activates constant elevation. Peace, peace, peace. You're going to hear me use that word like you hear the word love abused, but I'm going to give it purpose. And some things have to be felt rather than elaborated. Some things have to be experienced rather than seen. Just like when someone says "I love you," you'd rather feel that than someone verbally telling you "I love you." You have to feel that, because love is an action word. And so is peace. Find peace in nature. Take a long walk by yourself. Look at some birds. Watch the breeze meet the trees. It's really important to you elevating yourself. You have to spend time in nature. That is something that is going to be here long after we're dead and gone. You have to respect the laws of nature. I'm heavy on that, and it's been reflective on my life, and nature has been so good to me. Look at my babies. Look at that baby. That wasn't here last time you saw. I am heavy on it. I can't stress it enough that when you are in nature and you are one with the universe, that you activate that positive energy that you're seeking. It is, you charge yourself. That's how you charge yourself. Some people set up their crystals, but you charge yourself when you purposely go out with intention to be one with the universe. I'm not asking you to hug a tree. I would recommend it, but I'm not asking you to. But I am asking you to spend time outdoors, and that's how you activate that peaceful side, that natural nature side. It's a whole lot that nature has to offer you, but a lot of the times we're too consumed with our phones and other things to really listen. And I think that it's a very healing factor for you to do that. I can't stress enough the importance of going out and being one, and just by yourself, by your lonesome, spending some time out in nature. If you can climb a mountain, if you can get on a trail, I highly advise that you do that, especially before it gets cold. Those visceral feelings that I was telling you about are telling you to get off social media because it's too toxic, you're tired of seeing certain things. Listen to that. Get off social media and get out in nature. And get just there's a whole network of people that are doing things that you want to do. There are people out there thriving in the ways that you want to, and building those communities and those relationships that you want to, but you have to go and get them. They're not just going to come to you. You have to manifest those things into your life, and you have to do the work. Most of us are unlearning behaviors that were taught to us that don't serve us any purpose. Because they were just simply passed down, and it's okay. I know our parents didn't have a lot of these tools that we have today. They definitely didn't have social media to engage and share with so many like-minded people, and that forced them into the kind of a box. Today, I'm breaking down that box. I'm exploring the world. I'm exploring with other people who serve me, and not just the family friends that I've come to know. I want to be that inner voice that's saying, protect your peace. Protect your peace. Use me for that. And think about that when you find yourself in a stressful and unlikely situation. LT said, this is not how I protect my peace. I want you to do that. If you can do that, it will make me so happy, and I will feel you all the way from wherever you are. I will feel that, and I want that for you. That's how I live my life. These are the 6 no-brainers that I have to offer you this week. I hope that you come to my page not only to support me, but to take away some daily habits that you can implement into your life and share those with other people who you know are struggling. I highly advise you share them with children so that they can grow up and be humans that have healed from any trauma. Whole nother story. I'll see you next week on Protect Your Peace with LT, where I'll be discussing cultural behavior. Have a great week.